Alrighty, let's get this going. Is that on me? Yep, it's on me. Alright, there we go. So, highly unlikely we're going to be doing whales, but they have spawned, or will be spawning. Hello there, good morning. Ugh. Alright. We're missing a piece, per usual. Alright, let's go dump this at Olin's real quick. Um... Alright, Maywa first. Gotta clear the farms up. So yeah, I decided today, we're gonna do a little bit of stuff. Maybe go grind an hour to put just something down on the grind. And then we'll look at, and then we'll look at doing, some stuff over here. Potentially doing my Saley barter stuff. I'm gonna look at some money things and see if we want to make a little bit of money on life skilling stuff. Feed these. Trying to get a routine of different things rolling. Okay, game was lagging. Go ahead and get that out because we know we're going to get that event. Oh yeah, I don't need my mouse pad over here because I'm not working on my laptop. Alright. Breed, 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 breed. I'm really considering moving off of this hill. Yep, there it is. So... Alright, and then these are farmed because we have everything. These were just the spare random ones that we had. Because I tell you what, those stupid bugs are absolutely annoying. Yeah, that one can be bred. Yep. Valencia 2 didn't spawn whales, so... Alright, go to our Black Spirit. Now this is the one thing, I don't understand exactly why they're not automatically converted at this point. And making us having to do this week, why they couldn't just implement the system, but I guess they just didn't have time. I guess. To implement the system properly, so... Alright, Alright, so we're gonna get our pepper plan then. Let's go ahead and plant the tigers. So with the new fruit and trace changes, I think what one of the things we're going to do today is update that sheet that I'm working on. It'll eventually be something that's just going to be made public for you all, and it's my cheat sheet on alchemy stuff. The recipe's cut down to be just easier to digest and where everything is, but the thing is I'm gonna have to go through and now change how it's presented, because now it's not each fruit, each trace. It's now just traces are from farming, or fruits are just from farming, and you know, you can what do you need to farm for my sheets, basically, in order to use them. So it's like I have 2 spaces here. So we have to look at what do we need. Well, We need to put our backups in here. You know, as we get 2, we put them in here. I go ahead and auto move those to Glish. I should probably... start looking at maybe start producing just paprika and hot peppers in this set. We're going to start trying to see how well grinding on the shy becomes. Like, we've got a lot of stuff here to like rotate through. So you know what, for today, because I don't want to have to grow sunrise herb if I don't have to. It is an ingredient that we need, but that was more of a necessity because of the fruit it gave. But in this case, if we're just worried about, you know, things that we need, well, we need hot peppers, and we need, you know, we need paprika for our cooking stuff. So, I mean, that can be on here. We need, we could go ahead and run the rarer mushrooms through, you know, try to start building them up, which may be something we look at doing. Because there's a couple of rare mushrooms that we use that's a zookeeper. Like running fortune teller. Also, I know that there is go ahead and just buy 10 of these, because I know at some point I'm gonna have to eventually make these. Turn those into magicals. Let's see. Where is my cheat sheet? It's right here. All right, so let's take quick inventory. So T2 alchemy just needs fruits. Tier 3s would be Griffin Claw. Let's see. Let's look through this. Cloud, Dwarf. So let's look for Dwarf. Just place 10 there. They'll get filled eventually. We've got the fortune teller, arrow, grab those. Of course, truffles are very rare, so we're not worried about that. We've got sky mushrooms, we have the ancients, we have the ghost, we have the bluffer, we have the Amentia, we have hump. We're working on getting the oil, the emperor one. And then draughts don't require them directly, and then our miscellaneous alchemy stuff doesn't require them directly either. So We'll work on event. We may end up just taking those 2 slots right now and converting, just trying to convert over all these blues into yellows. And then once we have our yellows, we'll sell off our blues, which may end up being what we need to do. So, like, special wheat can be pulled up. And, put that over here.
Welcome to Velia. Need to use the storage?
No items available to move. Alright, so that means that special wheat is not part of our,
If you lose your composure, you'll eventually...
So yeah, we'll just sell that off. Because that's not a part of our thing. Alright. That needs to be technically put up, but I'm not worried about that now. Alright, one thing we need to do, because I know I didn't do this, and it's probably going to be super degen, so I need to go grab this and restart this up. I just thought about that. I don't think I cleared out my inventory last night, so I think... I may have a whole Altanova full of things and not able to produce anymore, so we need to clear this out. I'm like 90% sure I didn't clear it out last night. So it probably produced till about 2 in the morning.
Are you here to pick your item?
Yep.
Where did I store it?
There we go. All those are working again.
There are lots of things that can be bought with money, but wouldn't a nice hot supper be true happiness?
Okay. So we have a few things to think about here, which is one, go take the Valkyrie out to go grind an hour because EXP push. Hello there. How's it going? How are you doing today? To go push her, well, really more to get her 63, more than me getting EXP here, because we're so close to doing it. Potentially taking the Guardian out to go gather the Snowfield Cedar Timber, actually doing a gathering session on that. Nobody else really has the energy outside my whaler to do that. We also want to do our bartering salies because I've been having a hard time doing those. So I'm thinking an hour here, which would be 8:30. This will take about 30 minutes, which would be 9:40 or 9:15. And then we can gather up to the end of the stream on her. So I think that's what we're going to end up doing. We'll go grind an hour, try to make a little bit of money. This will get us about $1 bill. This way we just hang out, chat while we grind, and I need to clean up the elixirs in here too, just for safety. And then, even though it's only 4 elixirs we're going to be running, and I think I've got 8 in there for each one. But yeah, hopefully everybody's having a good morning, afternoon, evening. Ooh. It's just another day here. And then it comes down for, like, me, Agris. Do I want to go burn that gathering, or do I want to burn that, do I want to burn that, in Gyphon? Because gathering with Agris is OP. I mean, you'll burn a lot, but with what I gather, it kind of makes it worth. Because I'm trying to figure out, do I want to go do my scorpion snake stuff? Do I want to go do the snowfield timber? Do I just want to gather herbs for gather herbs so that I can make more clear liquid reagents, because I really need to sit and spam those. But if I'm being real, something that I'm gonna have to AFK because I should have done it. Actually, hold on. You can go ahead and autopath. You have professional. You can do this faster. Open storage. It's at the Land of the Boring Light. I want to say we should go look at Honorable Choi. Okay, that's not too far from where she's parked. If I want to go turn that in. I have a character parked right here. I could walk her over and I could get this. And we could start the setting up the production here for... Wait, these are iron ingots? I thought these were steel. Oh. Heck yeah. A wonderful use of useless iron. That's super OP, actually. Because iron ingots, for me, are very not used, and they just sit and collect dust. Whoops. R and T are not the same button. T is the button of choice. So we're gonna go knock an hour out. That'll be fun. Make a little money. Gain some stones and resources there. Now the question is, you know, this is where you'd have to come down to like real numbers, and soon I won't have to think about this. It'll come down to can we, once we get the life skill mergers, can we make more doing life skill stuff than actually physically grinding? All the tulips have been placed. All right. So let's just check. 79777. Yeah, no, we have plenty to be able to go do this.
There are lots of things that can be bought with money, but wouldn't a nice
All right.
hot supper be
So let's go buff up and go under.
Make your move first.
All right.
Taking an action
Experience,
is the best way to remove your blade.
protection, and attack. Let's go see what the grind has for us today. Alright, let's see if somebody's in the room. They have such a long pull aggro phase. It's quite nuts. How far you can go pull them. All right. Let's do 90 minutes so we have some setup time. Let's go ahead and pop open the grind there, turn that on. We'll be running this. Yep. All right. Let's go ahead and grab Black Spirit. Combat. Grab guild buffs. There. And repair. And shop. And let's go kill some Gyphons. Oh yeah, horse buff. Can't forget that. Horse buff! Oh yeah, since it's nighttime, let's quickly change this to display effects. Put in our Gyphon under. Settings here. And off we go. Oh yeah, and probably should turn on the Vel's Heart. That is also damage. So yeah, we're just gonna do one chill hour. We're not gonna go sweat, go for 3 or anything like that. Not today. Today's not that day. We'll do that another day. Pets. Now, normally I don't like starting on night, but I'm at the point now where it doesn't matter. Like, night's a little more sus. I've got to get used to not holding that shift down too long so that I don't do that stupid retreat. That's something I gotta break the habit of, because I gotta go hit this, then I need to go down, but I gotta let off the shift before I press that down, or else I will dash back. And I don't want to get pulled away from mobs if I don't have to. But I would normally pop, you know, maybe some EXP stuff, but today, we're just down here for an hour. It's okay, we don't, we're not going super hard on, If I was gonna be down in here for more than 2 hours, or if I was gonna be down here for at least 2 hours, sure, I'd pop the 2-hour one. But I don't really have any other big EXP scrolls for longer than that. I've got the 100 that we're running, which is basically a combat book, without being a combat book. Yeah, I'm going to be really curious to test this once our life skills merge. Can I make more than 1 bill an hour in life skills? Especially once I get the Valkyrie. Like, what I would do first is I would really like to push the Valkyrie to 66 so that she's just there. And then... Which I'm thinking about doing. I'm thinking about my AFK activity till the life skill merges. Being dummy training. Because if I was dummy training, I could have done this. She would have been 66. I just stopped dummy training to fish at night so that I could get the iridescent pebbles. Because we're trying to get our donkey gear. We're 4 iridescent pebbles now of 15. So I'm assuming, it wouldn't take, it's gonna take a while of AFK fishing. But we're soon about to have a Guru plus Fisher. I don't know what it'll end up being, but we're about to have a Guru Fisher for, I mean, we have one, but actually AFKing on a Guru Fisher. Be nice. So yeah, in the next hour, basically, I need to consider my options. Do I start making Valencia meals again? Which means start gathering snake meat and lion meat. Well, lion meat soon. Because I'll do that through shadow lion hunting. But start gathering the snake meat and the scorpion meat to do those. Because the bottleneck will forever be... lion meat. Because that's the one you have to focus down to make the King of the Jungle. I remember there was something with the couscous that was also a little annoying. I'd have to go look at the recipe again. It might be the hot peppers are in couscous. But I thought that was in King of the Jungle Hamburg. Because making teff bread, easy. Making teff sandwiches, easy. Because it's teff sandwiches, couscous, King of the Jungle Hamburg, and pickled vegetables, I believe. She's at the water fountain. We'll look after our hour. And kind of refresh on what it takes. Because, I mean, last time we did this, we made some, like, 25 billion in crates. Bro, you are not being nice. now we just killed. Done. We still don't have a despair, but we're also only 10 minutes into the grind. We should be getting one in this 5-minute section. It only takes 15 minutes for it to warm up. And then we'll be Z-buffing more consistently. See, I did it there again. I've got to let off when I go to do down right mouse button, or else I slide back, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to be pulled away from the mobs. And so we can say, we did a little bit of grinding in the last day or two. Because we really hadn't done much, honestly. We've done some other stuff. But Wednesday we didn't grind at all. We did Memory of Goddess. There's the despair. Right on cue. Thursday, obviously, we did the clothes and did some other maintenance type life skilling stuff. Oh yeah, we have the despair event now. We can finally just pop Z-buff. And the cool thing is we actually have half the money needed right now for our next Tet Distortion. So we're doing good. In that regard. She's at the door. I love how one of them never gathers. Oh, hey, another butcher. Okay, she's right beside me. Okay. Chill. I don't think I have the buff, so I'm just gonna kill this one normally. If she gets blown up, then I messed up. Yep, I messed up. Whatever. Oh well. It is what it is. Just slightly slower. That lovely little Z buff in. Alright, next up. So we'll get Thursday. Next Thursday we will be doing our trade run. We're gonna be moving. So Wednesday I'll move my Dark Knight up to Moodle. My Dark Knight will get all the buffs, except for the really rare ones, because I'm gonna save those for actual like big trade-ins. But what this will help is I'll have a trader now for crate trading. That will stay permanently buffed. I'll have 24 hours of cake buffs on her, which is gonna be great. Be the first time I'll actually have a trader have that. And not blow it in 24 hours. So I'll be able to do, you know, crates for quite a while off of one cake buff, which is monstrous. Hello there, how's it going, Ragnasaurus? Hello there. I will have, we'll have her mostly buffed, with all the important buffs that we can get to do that. Hey, I was stopping by to say hi. Can't stay long. Busy day. Hope you have a good stream. Hey, Catsmeme. How's it going? Hello there. Thanks for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. I don't remember what my buff is, and I can't tell. I think it's blue. So we're going to take the gamble. But hope you're having a great day. Thanks for stopping by. I always appreciate it. I need to come stop by and hang out when I see you live. For some reason, I either have been missing you, or I've got too many people on my list and I can't see you for whatever reason. So, can't wait to catch some of your streams. It's always fun to go hang out with you. It's always a pleasure. Week's over finally. How's the grind going? It's going. We're just here for an hour. Wales was a bust this morning. Wish I could catch yours more, but always stream. You always stream when I work. I mean, and that's the unfortunate reality for me, that it's really the only time I can make happen, and I know not everybody gets to hang out, but for those who actually want to hang out, you know, during the stream, great. There's VODs if you want to catch up on what we've been talking about. Those are there for people who want to catch up on that. So, but for a while, I don't think this schedule's going to be able to change for me, unfortunately. This is the best 3 hours I have to stream, so it has to be what it has to be. And somebody will always get left out. That's the unfortunate part about stream times. There's no perfect time for everyone. Alright, now that I don't whiff the buff, we get another butcher to Flamen right here. You feel that it's hard to make everyone happy, so you just have to do. Yep. Yo! Die. That's the sad reality of it. Can't make everyone happy. You try to, but you can't. But I know I will go searching now to catch your streams. 'Cause it's been a minute. Actually, I think I'm horrible. I don't even think I've been there this month. Unless you haven't been streaming and I've just literally missed you for 19 days, or you have been streaming and I've missed you for 19 days. Holy crap. I know I was there towards the end of March. We're almost middle of April now. Holy crap. This month's gone by. I believe the Despair event just ended. Oh well. One Z-buff won't kill us. I've been streaming, but at times I haven't been consistent because of life gotten hacked. Hey, that's completely understandable. Do what you gotta do, stream when you gotta stream. And honestly, you may be streaming those days, but it may be during times I'm working, so I don't see it. Alright, so. Oh, I almost killed you. Alright, now just nuke you. Dunge. But hey, as long as it's a good Hectic, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Alright. And now back to the slow rotation. Alright, we got another Decimator, so we're about to stay in another Despair event. That's great. Got 30 minutes, roughly 37 minutes left on the grind. Go ahead and Z-buff. But this time what we're gonna need to do is we need to earn not only the money for the distortion, but we gotta earn the money for the cup, because I'm not gonna go grind one of those out. Not gonna happen. And we're not taking the cup out of my Narc either. So the other upgrades we've been able to pull accessories out, but we won't be doing that here. We won't be doing that here. So that means we gotta farm up like another 5 bill. Thankfully, we got that one distortion for 21 bill, so my idea of earning roughly 50 bill is still fairly accurate. And we're doing really good with that, too. So with our grind today, we're gonna gain a bill right there, just in our wallet. We have whenever Sixal comes back from his PC issues, we'll be hopefully able to just outright buy his sailor's log when he makes one. So I know he hasn't been able to tap yet since the update. Blue. I don't know why that took so long for my brain to process. And once that's bought, I can finally get back to looking at, like, real numbers. Because it's kind of like, I've been degenerate in thinking about doing something I shouldn't really do, which is convert his money into gold bars temporarily. But that is such a money loss when I go convert them back that it's not worth running them into bars, just so I can get it out of my inventory so I can juggle a little more cleanly what I have and don't have. Because it's been hard to make, like, investment deals because I don't want to get too deep in an investment. Because, like, after this, like, once we get our final earring piece, I'm going to start buying some materials for trade crates. I'm going to start, because we're going to start actually, like, actively pushing Guru at that point. Because we finally have, like I said, we're going to have a trader there, so I can always go do a run, turn it in. I don't have to do these big, gargantuan, you know, trade runs. I can just go up and, like, every week turn in X money, and our money will start going up a lot faster. Instead of these enormous turn-ins where we see 50, 60 bill turn-ins, I don't have to wait because I can keep that buff and just go turn in some, you know? Because some is better than none. But one of the main reasons why we've always had to buff up so super hard is and only do them so rarely is because we had to always waste the buff later because the trader was on something we played. Plus we would go, normally one of the old school things I would do was when we would do a large trade run on stream, I would normally do a long cooking, life skilling set with the remaining buffs. So we would do tons of, like, processing and cooking, you know, leveling stuff up that way. Because, I mean, it was a cake buff. It's rare, you know? You want to make the most of it. You don't want to just AFK process, but the stuff we'd be processing would be, like, stuff for cooking. You know, we'd have to go, oh, well, I didn't have this processed. And so we'd process up. But I'd mostly try to use it into cooking. But now we'll have a trader sitting up there that I log in, I log out. And I don't log in unless I absolutely have to use or do something on that character. And I mean, it better be, for me to get on the trader, thankfully we don't need to spend energy on it, it better be a darn good reason for me to be on that trader. She's right beside us. All right. You know, there's a part of me that just wants to tell you to go learn yourself so that you don't get yourself in that problem again. There's a small part of me that wants to tell you to go learn how to do that on your own. Figure out how, where, and what. That's all I was doing, is I just put it up where my crap worked. But I mean, I also thought about what I was doing. You know, I knew I wasn't going to use Calpheon storage for anything. Calpheon storage actually is one of the most contested storages in the game. which is crazy. Like, everyone seems to make Valia their enchantment place. Hydaelyn seems to be a processing place for some. I don't know what the results will be. I mean, you have to think about it like this. Like, I'll probably end up helping you at some point. Like, part of it's just me memeing around because it is so jacked up. And, but it's like, there is a part that you kind of have to feel out how you want to play the game. So, like, for me, Valencia is where you make crates. So, all your plywoods will go in Valencia. Blackstone powder will be stored in Valencia. You'll need lodging and benches in Valencia, so that kind of determines where you'll be going there. You know that, like, for me, I know that Altanova is one of the 3 best manufacturing cities in the game. So, Altanova should probably be, you know, there for any manufacturing stuff you need to do. So try to keep that, you know, free for whatever, you know, manufacturing goods you want to do, whether that be trade, if you want to make clothes, you know, whatever comes from a workshop. It's one of the better ones to do, because it's got some of the higher-end workshops in the game, next to Valencia and another. You know, where do you want to process all of your gathered goods for trade crates? You're going to have to find one storage and commit to it. Do you want to be in a place that you don't have a bunch of people chopping wood? Do you want to do the traditional Calpheon table, which is where some originally set their stuff up for? But I see less and less people processing on the Calpheon table now. It feels really weird. I remember days where you'd walk up and there'd be hundreds of people chopping logs around Calpheon's table. Now you don't see anyone. Very rarely. You might see 1 or 2, because they're all around everywhere. A lot of people are in Hydaelyn. A lot of people are in, you know, people now just go process wherever their crap is. So it's like, where do you want to process from? That means all your woods, all your ores would go in that place. Now you're gonna have, like, you know, you've got your ship stuff, your sailing stuff. So if you're gonna be getting it, if you're ever gonna actually do sailing outside of just doing sailies, you're gonna need Ilia Island for your bartering goods. So you need to keep that storage completely clear and ready to go to put bartering goods in. You need, you may end up needing storage like Portaferia for that at some point. Because I've realized kind of what Sixal was talking about with the tier 0 mats to tier 1 mats. They take up a lot of room in that storage, so if you need to store certain things, it can be quite hectic, especially if you're trying to collect all the high-end bartering goods. You don't have room for all of them, and you may end up needing Onkado Harbor for that as well, where he stored a lot of his tier 3 mats, or his tier 5 mats. So... I may have just messed this up. I don't. Nope, I got it in time. That's all that matters. Still counts. Alright, nighttime's about over, which is why it's getting unbelievably bright now in here. Our night mode is getting to be slightly annoying, but whatever. I hate grinding this place in the absolute dark. Alright, 23 minutes left on the grind. We're getting there. It's almost over. So I think... yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do our sailing barters, our sailing bartering. So that's done for today. We'll ride up to, on the Valk, we'll ride up to Port Ephyria to grab the Ephyria Sailies and then ride over to Valia to sail out. We'll get the bartering Sailies done. And then, we're gonna go gather something. I think that is gonna be the plan. Shouldn't take us long to get the sailing stuff done. I should have some materials nearby. And I'll check if I have to do the bartering Sailies, because I mean I can do 2 birds, 1 stone. If I've got to go do bartering at Port Ephyria, I might as well just go grab the Sailies there. It's not the end of the world. Alright. Doing good on pacing. We should be getting our weight notification here in the next 5 minutes. It's normally right at the 15 marker now. It's gonna be nuts processing on my Valk now. I cannot wait. Like, cooking and doing all that stuff on my Valk is gonna be so much fun. Because we got all that extra weight now. So it's just a big spoon until we start doing that. Because I would like, one of the things that I'm actually really considering is, especially with this excess weight, it would be a little inefficient on my end, but I know that the materials that I'm cooking aren't gonna be very high end, but I thought about just slamming weight into crystals. and getting as much weight as I could on my Valk to just AFK cook on stations, just spam cook whatever we can. She's right beside me again. Wow, today she's being nice on where she spawns. Stupid Flamen. So, we're going to start pushing contribution, especially now knowing I need several million cooks to get there. Or 1 million cooks to get where I want in contribution. We will work on getting our contribution up, because that's going to help us start gathering things that we really haven't been able to do. Like, I've got the farms going, which is a big deal for me now. I've always wanted to do that, but that was such a contribution sink. One thing that I want to get out from, like, I really don't want this node forever. That's why I'm very just wanting one ship and done, is I want to get out of all the ship node stuff. I've got like 16 contribution tied up into that. That's taking away from cooking and taking away from alchemy. It's taking away from trade crates. But I don't mind having more running things if I can get a higher contribution pool. Because we also have the trade link hooked up consistently. Because we have to ship our crates now, you know? It's not like I'm doing the old school method that I would do where I would horse them across once every blue moon. Yep, there's our weight. There's our weight notification. Okay, perfect timing. Come on. That's not what I clicked, but okay, I will deal with that. Weird. I think one of them stunned me. Because I literally couldn't do a single skill. But yeah, hopefully in the next week, we're gonna be doing start our flame and artifact grind. Part of me wants to just sell the artifacts because I don't really. I mean, I need them because I mean I would like to get to Highlands for Agris efficiency. Because basically what our day would become is I would just go do 1 hour at Highlands, burn my Agris, and be done with it. Whatever doesn't get burned gets turned into gathering Agris that day. But get down to being able to do that. Just 1 hour grinds a day. And then work on other things and branch out more into Black Desert. Because slowly, more and more of our goals, long-term goals, are getting complete. Which is pretty cool. Like, there's an image somewhere, I'd have to find on my Dark Knight, where it talks about goals, and on that was +5 trade clothes. Also, the Furious sailboat was on there. because that was, you know, working towards trying to get it ready. You know, I was going to get the blue gear for the Etheria sailboat, and we were going to, you know, have that ready to go. But now, oh boy. That changed. Now it's not an Etheria sailboat. Now it's the Etheria frigate. The Galleus to the Valor. Eventually we'll have our big ship. Next up, red. Alright, good. Time to Z-buff. Holding on for it. So we're still on pace to make roughly 25,000 trash down here. Isn't horrible. Making a little change. Between Spirit Dust and Caphras and everything else, we're doing alright. Unfortunately, whales for the next 2 days are going to be janked. For me, at least, because the whale window is now 9 p.m. to 9 a.m., which we know they're going to spawn during the middle of the night, so... regardless, 9 p.m. puts them completely out, and if it's in the morning, nobody's going to end up doing them. They send a horrible message there in that Discord that they need to fix. And it's, we go out, regardless, we'll kill as many as we can kill, and that's it. You know, stop this, oh, it's degen hours, it's not worth, we're only going to get like 4 whales. Well, do you want whale oil or not? Yes or no? If your answer is yes, then shut up and go out and do whales. Now, the only reason I'm not going is because, unfortunately for me, I'm a better shooter than I am driver right now. I don't have a Valor, or else I'd probably say screw it, I would drive if we had a couple good shooters. But I know a lot of people don't have good boats. I would do it on my Galleus if I absolutely had to, because that's how they did it prior. You know, before we had Valors, we had Galliuses, or we had sailboats and frigates, you know? Heck, I remember seeing people do it on fishing boats. And actually having to talk about, you know, oh yeah, you might die at whales. But it needs to be established that whenever a whale spawns, people will go out. And they don't do it because they just say, oh yeah, there's not enough, we're not going to go do it, it's not worth our time. You can't, unfortunately with whales, you can't use whales as the excuse of X money per hour. I have to be efficient and go do this or else I'm better off doing this. It's a rare resource that only comes in during this one window. Whether you're there or not, you gotta do it if it's there. So if you end up getting 4 whales, you get 4 whales. You get 10 whales, you get 10 whales. You get 15 whales, you get 15 whales. You get 2, you get 2. So... it could definitely be run cleaner. You know, set up some pretty stern, you're not, I wouldn't say stern ground rules, but set up some pretty good, you know, this is how we're gonna run it. And like I told him this morning in chat, I'm like, y'all really just need to post at this point. If you're not going to go run parties, because nobody seems to ever want to go do it in the morning, to stop this, oh, it's DJ hour, I guess we're not going. You either just need to straight up say, we're not going, or a party will form regardless and they will go out. Put out a concrete answer and more people will show up. But because of the back and forth, nobody knows whether to go or not. Nobody knows whether to recruit or not. Because if there's not that many people there, now I get it. Today at 7 a.m., that's 4 a.m. West Coast. So, you know, try to find some more EU player base. Find more people that are up at the whack-ass early mornings of the hour. Trust me, NA's filled with a bunch of Aussies and EU people because they wanted to come be on the Sweat server. So, find more Aussies that are doing stuff. It's prime time for them over there. Hey Siri, what time is it in Sydney, Australia?
In Sydney, Australia, it's 10:31 p.m.
The evening. So, you know, down under they got a whole different life schedule down there. So it's more likely they could come up here and hang out. You know? So it's just finding more of those Aussies and getting them into whaling. Matchlock work, they don't have to worry about ping. Just point and shoot at whale till it dies. They may not be in the #1 party unless they get somebody on NA, but at that point, who cares? You're killing whales. But it's like, get smart with how you look for people. Start actually trying to seek out those European, you know, if you need somebody that's more at the European lunchtime, just try to find some, you know? Stop making it this invite-only thing and start actually looking for things. But I get what they're trying to do with the server. It's... The reason it's so invite-only, you gotta know somebody who knows somebody, is because of getting trolled and fed to people like Toes. But at some point, you need to have those people who can trust, who know people that just don't do it but are on, that might be interested. Go ask and be like, hey, look, I know you normally don't go out and like do a ton of like hunting and stuff, but hey, do you want to go do whales? You know, you can make some decent money, whether it be selling some of the mats. You know, you get them into it. There is a way to try to pull more people in, but it's such a word-of-mouth thing. I mean, they've done a wonderful job getting it to where it's at. There's just, there's more that they can do there. Hello there, how's it going? How are you doing today? Chillin'? Nice. Oh yeah, I need to turn this off before we screw that up and pop more elixirs than we mean to. We're just hanging out too. We're doing 1 hour here. Just settle for cons. I mean, why not aim higher and go for a Resplendent or something higher than that? Because as long as you're between an AP bracket and Vel's Heart doesn't push you through, those Resplendent and Splendids and Shinies are actually better. Oh yeah, but the whole game requires RNG. And honestly, they're not as bad if you have the prep work ready to go level them. They're not in... They're toxic to level. Like, just go ahead and let's get that out there. They suck to level. There's a reason they cost $1 billion, 5 billion silver. But if you go ahead and pre-plan your mats that you need and start working on getting them up, and you have the infrastructure to do it, making alchemy stones can happen. If you want to get a Resplendent, which, you know, at some point, I'll farm up the stuff needed to do it. Because I don't know if I'll end up trying to buy them again. Because I had a Resplended for protection and destruction a long time ago, but when Vel's Heart came out, everyone was like, yeah, you don't need this anymore. Vel's Heart is best in slot. You'll never need it again. We'll never use those again. They're wasted. They're obsolete. And I eventually sold into the idea, and I said, screw it. All right, I guess I'll sell them. You know, because I loved my Resplendents. I thought it was so cool that I finally had them. I wanted one for so long. But I've had it. That check mark's been checked. I don't need it again. I mean, Vel's Heart does give my stats, the stats that I need. I'm not in the bracket to worry about that. I have not broken the 280 on main yet. That's fair. That's the thing. If you don't have to worry about an AP bracket, Vel's Heart means nothing to you. The stats are honest. Literally, Vel's Heart is just a sharp... This is what makes me so mad with this stupid artifact. Or with this, alchemy stone. Is it's literally just a garbage sharp. With 2 AP. That's all it is. And then we upgraded it now to be DP. This thing should have been a Resplendent to begin with. And it absolutely triggers me, still to this day, that they made it a sharp alchemy stone. It's no better. But it's 2 AP difference. And now you can chuck a couple DP on it. Imagine if that was a Resplendent with 2 AP and 4 DP on it. How much better that alchemy stone would look. And it'd be worth, in my opinion at that point, the stupid 15 bill they want to say this thing's worth. But to me, it's just a sharp. It's a sharp with a little bit of stats on it. We got 1 minute, so we're gonna try to make the most of it. No, so the mats for it are, you gotta have a lot of farming, you gotta have a lot of byproduct stuff to put into it because of leveling it and polishing it. And then it's just a weapon stone to click it. That's all it is. It's really cheap to make. The actual stone itself doesn't take long to get alchemy stone shards because you're gonna get 3 types. You're gonna get a life, you're gonna get a protection, and you're gonna get a destruction type. And then the big thing you need is you need a lot of mats to cycle through it to level it and polish it. Well, to polish the stone. If you can get past that barricade, alchemy stones are... That's what really the bottleneck is the materials going in to polish the stone. Getting the stone, it's also when does it brick? You know, you've got to get it polished up to a certain grade by a certain point. So you can brick a lot of stones. I think we can kill this real quick with a Z buff. We lost the perfume, which is fine. I've got the other buff. We're gonna end up after this. Alright, we're done. We're out. So... You have to understand about the stages of it. I don't know if I actually have any alchemy stones. Oh, Gladius? Which is... Wait, hold on. Why can't I do it? That? I'm a little mad that it doesn't hit as hard as it should. It should hit a little harder than that, but... It's whatever. You know. I'm happy. It's cool. It's just, I wanted it to hit harder. I'm greedy. Alright, so next up on the list of things to do today is we need to record our data here real quick. Alright, I can't see YouTube for a sec. Actually, hold on. I'm going to make it where I can see YouTube. We're just going to move YouTube over here for a second. Nope, I can't. Hold on. I'm going to have to move it over to the screen. I haven't seen Tamers, and I haven't seen the Moosas. I've never actually gone to look. Alright, Garmoth, Grind Tracker, Gyphon Under. Alright, we did 1 hour. We had that, we had that, we had that. Roughly 260 drop rate. Oh, wait, we had 270 drop rate. Alright, so in trash, we had 25,658, which is very average for me. We had 77, or wait, no, we had 420 Blackstones. 77 Caphras. We had 109 Spirit Dust. Shockingly, no Spirit Stones. We had 33 of the Traces of Memory, 2 Forest Furies, 19 Swaying Shards, 25 Rumbling, no Krogdalos. We had 1 Belt, 5 Pure Forest Breaths, 1 Blue, 1 Fire, 1 Artifact. We made 967 million in the hour. Alright. Like I said, fairly average hour, nothing super crazy. So we'll get most of that 900 mil. All right. So let's go get this put in our inventory. We're gonna sell off some Caphras. We're gonna sell, we're gonna need to do our Spirit Dust. Come on, get. Get that set up. Let's get this off of, Stupid freaking body blocked by a small little rodent should not be a thing. Absolutely should not be a thing. Okay. Time for some other maintenance stuff. Let's go to Moodle real quick. Claim that. Valencia City. Everything looks to still be crafting, so that's good. We're trying to do as much processing as we can on the side. Again, trying to keep the influx of money as high as possible for buying this stuff up. Go ahead and ship that up. Horse can't horse, go figure.
One lapis lazuli and one hammer are all I need to fix anything. Soon you will see how gears are fixed without fire.
Alright, nice. And now we drop off the stuff to sell.
But wouldn't a nice hot supper be true happiness?
Oh yeah, the belt.
When work is finished, I will have supper at Luancy's Inn. Heidi's food is really delicious and
And then let's go put in the stuff to
Are you here to pick your item?
keep.
Where did I
We need to go to Medea. Honestly, let's just go ahead and pull those out. And then Valencia, grab another, like, Simple Alchemy. My friends, Simple Alchemy. Alright. Make some Kafirs up, sell those here later today. Because I don't know what the market is right now for them. They're probably crashed because it's the morning. Yep, they crashed because of the morning. So by the time we come back to these later, we'll be able to make some money. All right, so we need to go look at Cup. And we're looking for the... Yeah, there we go. Cup right there. Shouldn't take too long to get those. It's 30 magical shards, 50 furious knights, 50 tearful knights, and 100 drain knights. 100 blackstones makes that. I know it's Elvia grinding crap, but I literally don't know where. I have no idea where we actually grab those.
people say that my name is really pretty.
Okay.
Agree?
So put those in, put those in, put those in. We'll sell them later because right now I'm not selling them at... What is it currently? I mean... They'll go back up some. People are stopped buying them because it's going to be a while, and people have also just been able to hit the stockpile. I'll sell them a little bit higher. I'll wait. I'm not super worried about it.
Perfection of hard working.
Move. There we go. The fire needs to go to Glish. And we'll go convert that.
Hi. Time flies so quickly as always.
Easy enough.
There are lots of things that
Grab
can be bought with
this,
money,
grab
but
this.
wouldn't a nice hot supper be true happiness? I never leave this storage, not for a single day.
At some point, I need to figure out what is too many. Like, we only have 1,000 right now, so it doesn't really super bug me. But eventually, we'll need to, we'll end up just having to go back to selling them. So yeah, this was pretty funny. We have 5 clicks currently on that. I thought I had more. I guess I did a couple taps prior to January, which is fine. I don't care.
I will have supper at Luancy's Inn. Food is really delicious and comes plentiful.
Go ahead and remove those from the market. They don't need to be there.
Are you here to pick your item?
Okay.
Where did I store it?
So let's do a quick little bit of maintenance now that we know something. We're going to move our iron ingots to the land of the boring light. It's up here. So really, we just need to get a good stash of fire horns coming in, because I don't think I have any more. Yeah, those are it. So, I mean, we'll have to start doing that. Get more fire horns in, but we're working on building up a crafting thing, because I mean, we're not going to be making tons of these things, because, you know, as we get them made, we'll pull them out, because we can only make one at a time, and I know they're going to take a while. Let's go ahead and because if I do this, it stops me from needing her up here, which made this 5 mil irrelevant. Kinda sucks that I brought her up here then. That I could have just done this on another pass. Yeah, it's whatever. I'm just not going to worry about it. So, we just have to run over here. And because that's literally what I was up here for, is to get a worker for up here. But we need... We're gonna run this. We're gonna grab open storage. 300 more coins. We're gonna get that artisan worker from this. I need to find a place to put hides. I need a hunting area to store this stuff. That just needs to be sold. We now have a worker up here working on this node. Getting us traces, which I'm sure will get converted. These will all be converted. Eventually, I'll go ahead and get another one over here. Because I think it's the same crystal. Yes, translucent crystal, translucent crystal. So it'll be one trace coming off of this, and it's only worth one contribution. So I just need to get a second... I'll need to get a second worker, another one of those little blue dudes, and have him just sit on those two nodes getting traces. Because the main crystal is kind of worth. The Crystal of Harmony can also be worth. So that has value there. It's a rare proc, so I'm not like super like, oh, I have to have this. It's more of, it's getting me traces. So that's something I'm looking forward to. Oh, hey, look, somebody's actually up here. You know, if I didn't have all of 20 AP, I probably would have hit him. You're up here on an AFK... You're up here AFK in the open, not thinking anybody comes up here, but the occasional person does, and boy, does it suck when you get stuck. We'll get a worker here, and... Negative 10 mil karma, right? Well, look, I'm not actually there to kill them. You just need to hit them and they stop. If you can pop it, you can get them to just stop. That's all it is. You just stop the horse and be like, yep, that's all it is. I don't kill horse trainers. Not anymore. It's not worth that. Just stop them. You're not going to run on a level 49 alt, which soon... Every horse trainer and their mother is going to be training on a level 49 alt.
The less I work, the more I earn. I look forward to meeting someone who can match my...
Wait, what?
Hello there.
Hello there. Maybe I already did this? Good morning. Hello there. guess I did do this one, so this kind of sucks. Unless I want to go grab the turtle dude. Chulong, where are you? 'Cause it doesn't matter to me. Oh, yeah. Oh, I've already got that one. I fired him. Never mind, I do realize what I just did. I fired that one. So I already have these. Okay. So, yeah, I will have to actually roll workers. You got your first black line on Red Hood? Nice. What was it? Oh, the attack black line. Never mind, I read that. There we go. That's awesome. Mine is, I think, elemental attack, I think is what hers is. Alright. So with that slight misfortune, we're back to square one on needing to roll for workers. All right. All right. Disconnect. So we're gonna do our check on our farms, prune them. We're gonna move the gear over to our sailor. We're gonna do the quick saily, bartering sailies on her, and then we're gonna go gather on her. Now, just the question is, am I gonna do, am I gonna go do Snowfield Cedar, or am I gonna go do, or am I gonna go do, Scorpions? Honestly, I think right this very moment, the best thing for me to actually do is probably Snowfield Cedar, because it's getting currently made up there at Valencia, and I'm shipping that up, and I have a ton of the thorn wood to process through. So honestly, that's probably not the bad idea. We'll go... What we'll do is I will burn either 20,000. I'll burn either 20,000 Agris or my energy first, gathering Snowfield Cedar today. And I'll save the 100,000 Agris if I decide to not gather with it for Sunday, where I'll go grind an hour off stream at some point and try to... I'll burn it then when it hits 100k at Gyfin. Yes. Korea was the only one to get that. So all of the Valencia meal products that I was looking at trying to do had to be done through nodes. Like I said, we can rework your node empire because you've got a lot of wasted nodes on crap you just don't need. We can refine it to be a lot more specialized. Alright, here we go. View continuously. It's going to happen right here, right now. We're going to, out of these 8, we're going to get an artisan. You guys are going to be, like, so super salty. Ready? 8 rolls. Artisan worker. Come on. Nope. Better luck next time. Alright. Alright. Good rest of the stream. All right, man. Take care. Enjoy your walk. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Turn you guys off. Grab you, grab you. Kill the pests. Y'all are good. Y'all are good. Y'all are good. Alright, so far with the event, we're up to 700 so far, and we're not even to Sunday yet. We're gonna easily, I think, hit 2,000 byproducts this week with that mole event going on. And even more so when I start trying to turn these 2 plots into 10 slots, because I'm going to be using trying to convert some of those seeds over. So we're going to have a bunch of chances at proccing it. All right, let's grab our gear off of this. And head over to you real quick, where we're gonna run you to either Velia or Porphyria. That's gonna be determined by the time we hopefully get to Calpheon. I'll go figure out which way I'm going. If I gotta end up doing the low turn-ins over at Porphyria, we'll just sail out there real quick and go grab them and then come back. I see a few, but I don't want to do Powder of Earth. Do Sinner's Blood. We'll have to look. That's an absolute no. That might be doable. We might do these 2, so let's just go ahead and head over here and get the Salies done with. Actually, this would be better on my, to do this on the Corsair since she's got the Doom. We can actually get there faster. Your male character at the bottom reminds me of Nicholas Hoult, but black. Oh, that's the hash brown default. I didn't touch him. That's just hash brown on default. Most all of my, like, random characters are, most all of my, like, useless characters are random, just their default, structures. I didn't care to tweak them. To Velia we go. Nice. Which was the first guru? Fishing? Nice. That is a lot of maximum effort right there. Maximum effort. My first was, cooking. Cooking, then processing came, like, about a week later. And then we had, I didn't hit Guru Fishing until one of the summer events. Me and Project sat down and we were racing to see who could get the most koi from the water park. And I was running all sorts of degenerate crap. He kept wondering, he's like, dude, how are you getting so much more than me? And then he finally figured out, I said, oh, you're cheating. I was using the chair, I was burning triple floats where, when I was around, like, actively fishing. Because he saw me actually doing the reeling animation, which is what got me caught, and I was like, oops. Because it didn't just automatically just rip up. He happened to be at his computer, and he heard me over there reeling it up. Because we had this, like, whole little area where it was just me and him and a few other, iconic people hanging out. And he saw me reeling in, he's like, you're actively fishing this. I'm like, aren't you? He's like, no. I'm like, then why are you here accusing me? He says, and then I heard his reeling, and I'm like, uh-huh, you're over here active fishing too. Good times. I got a hair that keeps going towards my mouth, and it needs to be either shaved or plucked. So yeah, we had fun. We used to have koi competitions. Like, we had our whole channel on our guild Discord just for koi flexing. It's just something stupid we did. Oh, yeah. It kept us fun and entertained. I mean, you have to realize, he's ex-Siege Guild, I'm basically ex-Siege Guild. I got in for a little while, but I got out immediately. So, we weren't joking when we said our guild was literally a retirement home. Because everyone in it was ex-Siege. Just tired of the scene and wanted a place to chill that didn't require and have rules and whatnot. Because my guild used to be insanely sweaty. Just as much, but we backed out on a lot of that. With a lot of guild drama and stuff that... I'd rather not. Nice, congratulations. What in the world is Zoo doing down here? What in the whack crap is this autopath? The man does not know how to autopath horses. You don't AFK train down this far. Oh, man.
If you want to get on a ship, you can
Alright, let's just make sure we have our stuff. Okay, that's equipped. Let's get the materials brought over from here. Soon we'll have some more, you know, I should technically go... Yeah, he's autopathing way down here. Like, the Velia autopath is up in here. You autopath from, like, right there to, like, right around in here. You run that loop right up there. Is Bay worth... Oh, Bay is absolute trash, dude. Bay is a very bad unit for, like, 99% of the game. She only works on a one specific niche team, and you've got to invest fully into Bay. So, she's very much not worth. Especially with the potential of 2 Pilgrims. There was a ping here. Oh, it was a... Yeah, there's a potential it's going to be both... We might actually be getting the Pilgrim duo, Crown and Chime. Well, for sure it's Crown. They're teasing Crown, but now we just need to find out if it's Chime as well. So we may be very much getting the Pilgrim duo. We'll actually get that announcement soon. On who's coming. And they may just end up doing just Crown. Honestly. It'd be a little weird. Maybe they'll give Chime out for free. As just like a random... You know, kind of like what they did with Snow White. play the game, get Snow White, 'cause she's basically she won't be great, but it'll be this way they could say they did the Pilgrim duo. So like during Red Ash, we got Small White. Makes sense. Speed lane, and it's gone. Okay. So I take that that was able to help you out? We need to go do that special barter. I mean, it's not great, but I mean, still. 5 mil, we get a Sunset Stone. Unless I just skip it. No, I mean, we need those, so I mean, we might as well get it. Normal to level 1. So we need rough crystals. Do we have those already here? No, I don't want to do the maple plank. Well, I can do the maple plank. Actually, you know what? We'll do the maple plank and we have it, so we'll just do 1,000 maple plank, and we need to do 300 Center's Blood. Alright, so we got the 20 there. We need to grab the quest for you for daily bartering. Grab the turn in here.
First time here in Ilya Island.
Sarge MP pot grind. Nice. Congratulations. Have fun. The capital F.
The island is quite big. Have a good time. Maritime trade is full of joy.
All right. Now let's go do these 20 trades. Marciana, Red Hood, Scarlet, and Modernia. I mean, it kind of makes sense. All right. We'll just go ahead and grab this one. I mean, for me, it's, I have a ping here? What's going on? Okay, there's your damage on it. Makes sense. I can see why you don't burst Red Hood first, because you want Red Hood to burst on the second phase of it so that you can get the most gas out of Red Hood on just smacking the train and not having to worry about killing off all the whatchamacallits, turrets and stuff with her. Because that's kind of a waste for Red Hood. All this just to grab Sally's. I am smart. But I figured it's better for me to do this right now than for me to do this later. Because I've been getting to the point where I keep getting screwed over in time and not having enough time to do this. Because we do Sally's after dinner, and then that gives me... That's basically putting me back at 7 o'clock. I had whales last time is what actually messed me up here. Normally it wouldn't have been an issue, but whales kind of threw me off. You know what? Fine, I'll turn the trot on. Barter. Alright, now we're just going to Portaferia to turn around. Grab some stuff there. And then we'll head back to be able to go to take this to Velia, and then I'll turn this crap in at when we actually do our Sally's at Ilia Island later. This way it gets me back on land faster. Instead of me having to sail to Ilia Island, sailing from Portaferia to Ilia Island, then back to Velia, I can just go to Velia, up to Ilia Island. With Sally's, and this way we can go grind. Yay, speed lane! And it's gone. Have your boat. Nice! Then you're more than welcome to start doing Sally's with us if you're around. You can do that even before or after. Is the stream lagging a bit, or is it me? It might be you. I don't see anything lagging on mine. I've got no drop frames. CPU usage is low. Bitrate's fine. X looks good, because that's the only one I can physically see. It might just be you on this one. You should probably go ahead and, if I were you, if you're going to build it, you need to park an alt here in Portaferia, and you need to start doing the daily quest for the ticket. So you can start working on building a frigate. Unless you want to spend the $2.5 billion to buy a frigate. So do consider that. Because that's a 30-day quest, I believe. Right there. Go introduce yourself to Filiberto Falassi and go have a wonderful time chatting with him every single day. Carrying his crap. I believe it does, it's all in one. I don't think it's 2 quests. I could be mistaken. And then the gathering of all the materials. And the buying of the workers, because you're going to need a bunch of workers. See, that's the really cool thing. I had an enormous empire working on that boat. I built that boat so darn fast. Because I spread out my resources all over. I mean, I had resources in Heidel, I had it in Calpheon, I had it in Portaferia. My Portaferia empire was nuts. We slammed that boat crafting out in like 3 days. Maybe 4? Of just... Everybody was working on that boat.
It's a misery not doing anything in this lovely city. If you can't find meaning in life, you could never stop.
Okay, so you have the tickets up here. For Mr. Filiberto. I'm pretty sure he does it, right?
Welcome to the City of Opportunity, Etheria.
Yeah. You have to do the daily quest for the blueprint Etheria frigate. I think it's 30 days of that crap or something like that. Carry one of these down there and all that good stuff. Then again, I don't think I remember them being 5 per. I thought it was 1 per. So you may have an accelerated start there. Alright, then we have the Sinner's Blood over here. That's not daily quest, that's just repeatable? What the sh... That was a once-a-day quest for us back in the day. Wow, they made that super easy to get those tickets. Might as well go kill some cocks real quick. While we're here.
Who ordered all this fucking anime titty?
Yes. Alright. Guess we need a butt ton of those. It's funny how simple they made crafting that. And I still wonder, why are they two... I have to go look at what actually is making that 2 bill still. If it's not the time gate of getting all those tickets, then what is making getting the frigate 2 bill? Versus the sailboat being like 500. Cool. Alright, to Velia we go. Hello there. You got the job? Congratulations. I'm happy for you. That's a big life change right there for you. Finally living again, right? Just the crafting, looking at the recipe. That's fair. I remember they were slightly different in what you needed, but for some reason I never really understood the difference in like 1 bill versus 2 bill in the ship. And it may have been the standardized timber is what did it. Online meetings? Okay. Okay. Well, that's awesome. I bet. That's a big burden lifted off of you. So... That's awesome. And I'm shocked, actually, how quickly you heard back. More pearls. Yes. Alright, calm down, Mephisto 2.0. Chill out. That's great. That's always good when you hear back, you know, within 24 hours. That's always a relieving feeling. That's nice, not the pearls thing. I knew a guy in Legatum who would spend 10% of his paycheck every month on pearls. Just buying pearls. I'm serious because I guess they really wanted me. Cause yeah, that's fast. That means they weren't going to interview anyone else after that. They were confident that you were right for the job, which is great. That's an amazing thing when you get that heard back. I mean, it's better than the alternative that happened to me. I got turned down for a Funimation job 24 hours after I sent it in, with 15 years experience in the audio industry. And management skills. Literally, the perfect candidate for him, aka they didn't want to pay me, is what it came down to. And they're like, no, you're not right for the job. We need somebody who's less experienced, is really what it came down to them saying. That was funny. Yeah, but I mean, I literally was qualified for their engineering job that they had for ADR. And, I could have handled that, I could have handled that all day long. Literally done that job in my sleep. And I literally told him, I said, I just want to do something different. I enjoy anime and I would love to help out with it. I said, it's not about me being unhappy or happy with where I'm at. I would just like to enjoy helping out in anime because I love the community of what anime is, and being able to work with people I grew up with would be awesome, and, you know, listening to, I think that would be a great experience, and I'd be happy to help. But also, I think, too, it was during the time of the Funimation Crunchyroll merger. So, I'm wondering if part of that, they ended up turning everyone down due to, I mean, because I never went back and checked and tried to apply again. I might someday, because like I said, it's just the idea of working with anime I thought would be really cool. I could care less, the paycheck part of it's, whatever. It's just actually doing it. As long as it's not like a minimum wage job, I could literally do that. Alright. We're gonna go spend the last few minutes burning some energy. We're gonna see what we can get on this Agris run. Alright, let's go ahead and equip this so we can get the EXP of... Alright, let's go over to... Elton, right over here. Honestly, you know what? I'm gonna do the Magnus, just so that we can actually cut some time out. I hate using this darn thing. I hate giving up 5 mil. But I realize what time it is, and I want to actually have some time to gather, instead of spending 80% of it riding. But yeah, I don't let it get to me. It's fine. Like I said, it was just me wanting to have some fun and do something different. It would have required me to move out to Texas, but whatever. Spend a few years out there doing that, have some fun with it. I'd be okay with that. Interesting. I'm not getting any procs that those are Snowfield Cedars. Maybe it's because I'm on a horse they won't wheel over, but they look like them. Yeah. All right. So let's get a costume that doesn't require unless I have it stored somewhere. The gathering outfit might actually be stored. Ah, it is. Okay. All right, we're gonna turn that on. Crystal effects, cooking is up, that's fine. Crystals, artifacts. Switch over to the best in slot gathering. We need to grab the pack from you. And let's go quickly run over to an area I can plop that tent down. Which was like right over in here. Alright, so what we're going to do for the Guardian is we're going to pop one of those, one of these. We're going to run the Draught. Turn on Agris. And we're only going to burn 20,000 of this. So we'll put that up over there. We're going to see what we can get. Yes! So you'll actually get to see it, like, in action now, like, fully geared up. Make sure I'm on my, Snowfield, or on my, Gathering Pets. So Mastery right now, just to show, not hiding anything. Whoop. Hold on. So this doesn't have a perfect minigame, by the way, so don't stress out about it that I've seen. I'm using all the life skill mastery stuff there, and my mastery right now in gathering is, with the thing, is 1760. As I start really pushing into gathering, I'll be able to get the Guru gathering pretty easily. Because I'll have several people doing it. So we've got Pine here. We are on a channel I do need to be careful of, because this is Valencia too. This is one of our more popular channels. So if we start hitting a bunch of dead trees, let's see here. There was a cedar up here. No, there was no cedar on this rotation here. It is the snowfield right up there. Snowfield here. Okay, that one's not up. Snowfield here. There was one of these early cedar trees that I wanted to grab. That's an actual cedar. Without having to go, like, super deep, I don't think you're gonna be that far off from being able to grab 2,000 mastery. I believe it's 5 mastery every level, so you have you should have more by being Guru 3. If I'm wrong, I'm not 100% sure what it adds. So if you just need logs, you can go rip all those pines. I just don't want to grab pine because I have such a surplus of pine that I'd rather my energy count every swing towards a snowfield cedar tree. So we're running over here now. These are down, which is odd. There should be at least one of them there that I should be able to grab. I know there's one over here. Yep, there it is. There's another one. This is where changing channels will come in handy. As you can see, there's a bunch of them here that we're able to grab. That one's not up. That's a pine. Yes, life skill merge is this coming Wednesday. So everyone gets there. So for me, I grab the cedar trees. When I see a real cedar tree, that's high value for me because we don't get enough cedar on the account. So any cedar tree I will gather. There shouldn't be anything here. This should be a... Okay, that pine's up. So that means... why. Alright. Yeah, so I've parked an all... my ranger is actually here. So all I have to do is just pack my stuff up and in one pull because I have the bag. So... everything can fit inside of one of these travel bags for me because I bought 2 16s. So for me, it gives me the ability to... I can put all my gathering stuff, and that's including the book, the lifestone. These you'll probably have to store for gathering, but I can put my rings, my clothes, so it's definitely made it easier to gather on other characters, which is huge. This is one of the things that stopped me from doing it, was having to go through that leveling process all over again. But now that I don't have to level them, I can just leave them down here. No, that's a pearl one. That's the pearl one because you can't move clothes in the other bag. That should be it. That's a fir tree. We don't need fir. So now be careful over here because most of these are fir. Fir. There's no cedar. I think there's one in here. That's a fir. Snowfield. So there's one right here that I'm on. And I think there might be one more. Fir. Snowfield. So there's 2 over on this side. Yeah, there's 2 today. So there was this one. There's this one right here. And then there was this one right on that rock right there. So there's 2 right there that I got to show up. You just kind of every now and then got to bump them just to see if it says fir or cedar. But we should have them right here. All these should be... That one's a pine right where my logo is. So I can ignore that. I can tell by the color of the bark. But grab all of these. Whoop. That's one right behind me. Alright, those are pine, snowfield cedar right here. Snowfield cedar right here. Grab that. And just to show you, because I didn't show this yesterday, I'll show you where these extra ones are. Whoops. You got one right here. One right here. And then we head back. Yep. Snowfield cedar. Then we have several in this little patch right here. So believe it or not, I can actually push 2000 mastery. I could pop one of these and go use a alchemy stone, and I could push 2000 mastery. Is it needed? No. We'll just let our levels carry us to 2000. Alright, now back across the bridge we go. And this is the ones where they get, where there's not many. There's only just a few up in here. And then there's one... Yep, there. Let's see if this one is up. Yep, we got one right here. Welcome back. Check this one. Yep, we got it up. Hey, home, I'm Chloe. I got him. Got one right here. I gotta remember all the forward movements that don't, like, slow you down. Because it's been a minute. As we've guardianed. Alright, we'll check this one. Back here. Yep, it's up. Alright, we got one right here. That should be all for the tent area. And then it's just junk all through here. This is all junk. If there is one, it would be right there. And we're back to the beginning right after this one here. Okay, so this tree's not up, so we would need to channel hop. So after one rotation, I got 2000 timber with Agris in that one rotation. So we'll hop over real quick to one channel just to show you that these should be up here. Let's go to a dead channel. Where is it? But 2000 timber is not bad. I mean, considering we have planks and we got some other stuff there. I didn't even look at the logs. Because that's really... that's the actual reason we're here. The byproduct of this is we're gathering Snowfield because it helps us. So we ended up with 900 logs. So that's not horrible. Yeah, so this one's up already. So... will I go through and do the rest of the rotation? Probably not right now. Oh yeah, I mean, the logs are what we're wanting for. Like, this is what we're actually here for, since we're trying to make standardized timber squares. But to get 82 planks already processed down, that really helps us out. That's a huge value boost there. 2000 timber, that's great. And here's the cool thing. So, yeah, so here's what you're going to end up doing. You're going to need 2. And by the way, I've got all the materials up here now. So it's iron, not steel, which is even better. So all the iron ingots that just are sitting collecting dust get used. So you'll craft 2. You'll need one. You need one for each of your house because it's going to be that, and then you're going to repair them with. Yeah, for some reason I looked at it and I saw steel last night. Again, I was tired, but it's iron. So, so you'll be converting these down to repair kits once you get 2 crafted, and you can leave those permanently stationed up. At least I'm fairly sure you can do that. If not, that's going to change my... I mean, it changes my idea a little bit. There's always the central market. Yes. It's not that bad, though. You have to think, though. It's not that bad for, where am I trying to go? You have to realize, though, you're getting 3,000 durability stations. So, 20 standardized timber squares and 15 timber squares. Honestly, though, with batch processing, you're going to blow through those timber squares so fast. Like, that's just a... In 2-3 swings of you actually processing it, you're going to process all your logs over instantly. So, this has a bunch of value in it. So I'm going to go ahead and log off of this character for now. I'm going to gather in just a little bit on her. Because I need to lower that down. Like I said, I'm going to burn my Agris down to 60,000. But that's the rotation in full. We actually need to AFK on you, so we're just going to go over here. I think I must have been really tired because I would have fallen asleep mid-walk. Wow. All right, so let me go get a few things done. Let's shut this down for a minute. Let's see here. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. Tomorrow, we're going to be playing Memory of Goddess. We're going to end the week with one more run. I think this should be the run that levels us up to challenge mode. And then next Wednesday, we'll be doing... potentially Wednesday. I might end up making it Memory of Goddess Mondays until we beat it. I don't know. We'll see. And move Minecraft to Wednesdays. So let's go ahead and shut X and YouTube down. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. We'll be back tomorrow morning, like I said, with more Memory of Goddess. I've been getting the itch of wanting to play it, so tomorrow that's what we're gonna do. And we might end up bartering in the background because I just need to barter, so that might be something, because I mean we'll have the screen real estate. I mean it takes up a small little block, so we may just AFK barter up there while we play Mog. So yeah, tomorrow it's gonna be fun. Can't wait. Thank you all so much for coming and hanging out. I really appreciate it. We'll see you all, like I said, tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. my time, 3 hours ago your time. Don't skip UArt. Got it. I'll make sure I knock that out here. Just like Biohack, playing Raid on the side. Yep.